Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. If you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and join the family because you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos. So if you've been following along with the recent videos of Speak Life to Her series, I'm so glad you came back because this video is going to be about me and sharing my testimony, sharing some things that I have gone through. So if you can, please share this video with a friend, a family member, a sister of yours, a cousin of yours, anybody, and pray that this can encourage them as well. So we're just going to dive right into this. So I'm kind of going to give you some experience of mine when I was single, some things that I dealt with and how it kind of trickled into my season of being married. So when I was single, I was very nice to males and I was always around them. Like I had a lot of male friends. I had more male friends than I did women. And what happened was I would always find myself falling for a male quickly, or crushing, I could say, on a male person. And that always caused me to think that the person was my husband. Like I will always think that a specific person will be my husband. Like legit, I remember thinking that a 5-foot man was my husband. I'm not even kidding. And I'm 5'11". Like literally the best friend that I had at the time, I remember she would just crack up laughing because she was like, "Are you serious? Like you really think this man is your husband?" And I was just so drawn to that. But it was just a simple fact that myself and this guy have gained like a amazing friendship. And, you know, I just really thought that he was like my husband. I don't know why, like, but even there was other guys that I fell for and crushed on. And it was just something because I was just so nice, like very nice, very different from other females, and I still am, but this was a weakness of mine, and I did not realize that until I got married. So 2019, my husband and I were dating at the time, and I met someone at the gym. So the person that I met at the gym, he, of course, tried to hit on me. But then there was a time where we began to speak more and he began to open up about his life. And me being very similar to my mom, like we're the type to where, you know, when someone opens up about their life, we try to help them, we try to encourage them, we try to build them up. But I didn't really see what was really happening and what could have happened. You know, during that, you have to be very careful because you don't know what spirit that person is operating by. And at the time, I did not realize it. So this person and I gained a friendship. So I have a video on my channel speaking about this specific topic about having the opposite sex as a friend in marriage. If you want to check that out, I can link it right up above. But in this video, I'm going to pretty much talk about myself and what happened with me. I really don't want to talk too much about that whole entire friendship and everything, but I will kind of speed it up. So if you want to check that video out, you can. So we built a whole entire friendship. So a lot happened throughout the years. My husband and I, we got engaged, we got married. I started going to a different gym. My husband was going to a different gym, so I ended up switching gyms because I was going to LA Fitness and they closed. So I had to switch a gym, which I got switched to the gym my husband goes to. So anyways, I seen this person, and because I like cut him off, like, yeah, I ended up cutting this person off or whatever. But anyways, I seen him at the gym and I was like, you know, this is fine because it's my friend, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. But that in itself led to constant communication, constant just, I wouldn't say anything, nothing happened physically. Nothing happened physically. It was just more of an emotional attachment that happened. So to speed it up, like I said, there was constant communication, constant messages, and I never like slipped up in my marriage. Like, that has never happened. It was just more of like verbal communication and just having communication on my end. I'm looking at it as, okay, this is my friend. But like I said, you have to know what spirit that person is operating by, and how that spirit can end up ripping your marriage apart, tearing your marriage apart. So I ended up deleting messages. I deleted messages because I knew that, eventually my husband could see the messages, and I knew that my husband already knew of this person and he was not fond of him. So I was just like, let me just remove these messages, because there was nothing said inappropriately on my end. Like, there were a few inappropriate messages that were sent from the other person. And of course, I shut that down real quick, because on my end, I'm like, I'm never going to slip up in my marriage. I'm never going to like have sex outside of my marriage, or like commit adultery. That's what I mean. So it led to a extreme point. So one day I was at the gym. I was with this person. Like, I think we were working out, because that's the whole thing that was like happening, is like we were just like working out together. Like, because he was always wanting me to check in with him. Like, are you gonna be at the gym? You gonna be at the gym? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Whatever, let's work out together. Whatever. So worked out together, and my husband messaged me. He was like, so is not bothering you, is he? And that's one thing that I always did, was I will let my husband know like what was going on and what was taking place, all that. But I feel like, there were still things that were hidden. So I ended up saying like, no, it's all good, whatever. And my big mouth ended up saying something directly to the person, saying like, okay, this is what my husband said. And I already know I was not supposed to do that. So this other person has my husband's number. From years prior, my husband was trying to go on a diet plan, and this person was a trainer at the time. And, my husband, just being a nice, gentle man, he did receive the other person's number. So he had his number. So anyways, like hours after that instance, when I told the person like, yeah, my husband said, are you bothering me? And I was just like, nah, that kind of upset him. So what this person did, he reached out to my husband. Okay, so I'm gonna speed it up. Because this is not about this part. This is really just about my testimony and what I had to get out of. That's why I'm going to make a part 2, because this is more of just like the story end of it and how it got to a lot or whatever, or how I got to my deliverance pretty much. So later that day, I get back home from getting my hair braided, because 2 days after this, I was going into the pageant. And I came home, and I remember like getting in the shower and stuff like that, and just feeling like tension in the home. So I come out, and I see my husband on my phone, and I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's literally no way, like, that he's going through my phone. Like, there's no way. Like, and I don't have a problem with my husband going through my phone. I will give him my phone any day. He will give me his any day. But just, there was something in me. I knew, like, dang, I literally hid something from him. Like, he did not want me to do that. He did not want me to talk to this person, and I did. So he found these messages. And like I said, remember I said I deleted messages out of my phone, but I did not know that there was another option that you had to go to completely delete all messages. So he found them. And I heard something kind of come out of my husband's mouth that I never would have thought. And it shook me. And I sat him down and I said, babe, like, I've been struggling with this weakness. Like, I fell for somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally fell for somebody. And that's what's hard for me, is because I get attached to people too quickly. And then I don't know how to get out of it. And he was still in shock for a long time. I would say for about a day or two, he was still in shock. And it's just like we had to shake it off quickly, because I was literally going into a pageant. And I had to get ready. I think it was like that Monday or whatever, because this happened on a Friday. And it was just like we were both shaking. I was shaking. I knew I was wrong. And I just had to go through a period of shutting it all down, like shutting everything down. And he was not the only one. I was working at a place where there was men flirting with me every single day. But I had this strong weakness that if a man flirted with me, I'ma fall. You know what I mean? Like, fall for them, like crush on them. Like, I would never like sleep or do anything outside of my marriage like that. But it was like, what if it would have got to that point, you know? So I want to read a scripture. So this is going to be James 4:7. So it says, submit yourselves then to Yah, resist the devil and he will flee. So I had to come to a point of resisting the devil, and I had to come to a point of realizing what my weakness was. Like, I had to really sit myself down and say, Kelsey, you got to get out of this. And I want to end this video off just pretty much saying that, like, I'm being very open with you guys. Like, this is not something that I really like to speak on or speak about, because we all go through things. We all experience things. And, like, it could have been the end of my marriage. But I'm in part 2. I want to discuss what I had to do, things that had to be done, where am I at now, what's going on now, and all that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all on the next video. Bye.